What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. Excuse me. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare Beat Cup from the Underworld. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, as you guys could tell, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys like the content, and you're watching the content, and you want more of the content, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day. It's a bit of a random question. Which I don't think I've ever asked this question before, but the question of the day is this. Which Yu-Gi-Oh character would you guys like to see get a structure deck in 2024? Let me know down in the comments below. Excuse me. And for today's video, we are going to be talking about some brand new Vaalmonica support. Excuse me. That will be released in Legacy of Destruction. And honestly, this is interesting because Vaalmonica, I think we didn't get any cards for them until, what was it, one of the last like deck build sets. So it's been quite some time. Excuse me, but honestly, I'm actually excited for it because this is one of those one of those archetypes. Excuse me. Where you can actually use the adventure archetype in a deck like Vaalmonica. So it's pretty so it's actually pretty cool. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. There are only 3 cards to talk about in this video, sadly, but it's all good. So first up we have Celatris, Vaalmonica, which is a 4-star water spellcaster with 1200 attack and defense. And the first and third effects are both once per turn. And the first effect reads, if this card is normal or pendulum summoned, you can add one Vaalmonica card from your deck to your hand except this card. Basically, it's your Stratos for the whole deck. Not much else to say about that, honestly. Second effect reads, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks while you control a monster other than Celatris Vaalmonica. So in a way, this is basically a basically a Magician's Valkyria for the whole deck. And what I mean by that is as long as you have this card on board, this is the only monster that your opponent's monsters can target for attacks. They can't target anything else. So if you were to have, let's say, three copies of this card on board, you basically have them in what's known as the dupe lock. And what I mean by that is because this was used in so many different Frog Monarch decks over the years. If you have 2 copies of Dupe Frog, you can only target that card for attacks. But since there are 2 copies of it, you don't know which one to hit. So the only way out of it is using cards such as light. I can't speak. Lightning Storm, can't even speak. Or if you don't have Lightning Storm in your deck, you could also use Snatch Steal, which, funny enough, Snatch Steal is at 1 in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! in 2024. I guess Konami has yet to learn their lesson about DM meta staples. They have yet to learn their lesson, people. I am saying it now. The next ban list or two, either the next ban list or the one after that, Snatch Steal is going to get banned again. And it's going to be funny because Konami has yet to learn their lesson. So, that's basically what I mean. It's sort of, I know I said Magician's Valkyria, but in a way, this is basically your dupe frog for the whole deck, which is pretty crazy. Third effect says if this card is sent to the grave and you have 2 Vaalmonica cards in your Pendulum Zone, you can add this card to your hand. Not a whole lot to say about that. It's plain. It's just that simple. Not only is this card a Stratos, but it's also a Dupe Frog and a Monster Reincarnation rolled into one. So you got 3 pretty powerful cards in the set, if you ask me, which is pretty crazy. But with that being said, next up we have Vaalmonica Invitare. I believe is how it's pronounced. And it's a quick play spell where the effect is a once per turn, and the effect reads: apply one of these effects. Special summon 1 Vaalmonica monster from your deck. Also, you cannot activate monster effects on the field for the rest of the turn after the card resolves, except Vaalmonica monsters. If you control a non-Pendulum Vaalmonica monster, take 2 Vaalmonica Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck, add one of them to your hand, and place the other one face up in your extra deck. So in a way, this is kind of like your Cyber Ref system, but instead of summoning monsters from the graveyard or the hand, it's just from the deck on its own, and it also has a sort of like a Pendulum Rhoda effect, if you will. Which again, pendulums are kind of weird. I think the only 2 the only two pendulum decks that like have like simple to understand cards are like full powered Pepe and fucking DDD, and that's it. That's it. That is it. So that's actually kind of a cool effect. Being able to just randomly thin out the deck by one is not that bad, because you're able to slowly but surely see some of your more high end meta stables, like potentially Ash Blossom, or potentially see cards that can help you extend into what could potentially be your end board, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And the last one up is known as Vaalmonica Disharmonia, I believe is how it's pronounced. Disharmonia. I believe I believe that's the proper name. Which is a normal spell. And the effect is also a once per turn, where it reads: place one resonance counter on a card in your pendulum zone that you can place a resonance counter on, then apply one of these effects. Excuse me. Gain 500 life points, then you can add one of your banished Vaalmonica cards to your hand. Excuse me, to your hand, except this card. Take 500 damage, then you can add one Vaalmonica card from your grave to your hand, except this card. So it's either you gain life points and you add a card from your banish pile, or take 500 damage and add cards from your graveyard. So that's actually not bad. Being able to just randomly like add cards from your grave or your banish pile to your hand is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've never dealt with the Vaalmonica archetype, so I don't know much about it. But I will say this. I will say this is a very intriguing set of cards, which I don't really know if the Vaalmonica archetype is ever going to become a meta deck, because I don't think we ever saw the deck get played at the last YCS we had, which I think was YCS Bologna, I think it was. So I don't know. It's a bit weird, but these cards are pretty cool, to say the very least. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.